Doing it how it go. Keeping it real P and keeping it real G. I was just over there on Facebook doing this here, and wasn't quite worth my time. Wasn't quite worth my time. So what did I do? I came on down to where I normally be. Over there on YouTube. Where it's good at. Where it's good at. You did? YouTube is where it's good at. I love being in the hood where it's good at. I love being in the hood where it's good at. Yeah, boy. Boy, I got mixtapes that'll shut niggas' albums down. We talking about music. We talking about the big three. And so the other day, I made a proclaim. I proclaimed that when it comes down to the big three in Port Arthur, Texas, music-wise, I proclaimed that I was number 3, Frankie. And I didn't proclaim that in no closet way. I didn't do it mumbling amongst myself, or I didn't do it in a safe place. I did it on all my platforms. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and TikTok. I was looking for a rebuttal. You hear me? I was actually searching for a rebuttal. But it's a reason in a way that I arrived at that notion. And I'll say this. In the Fold 9, which is the Golden Triangle, we were known for having a breakout group, UGK, undeniable. Outside of that, we had some others, came behind them. Follow-up act of DJ DMD, 25 Lighters. Made an impact, regional and possibly national. These guys all were funded by majors and indie majors. So it's hard to follow up and receive some accolades behind them, not having those type of resources in place. So to even be able to line your name up with these heavy hitters from my city, it had to take a lot of hard work. It had to take a lot of hard work, some money. Budget-wise, that never was in place in an abundance. But the hard work and the dedication and the ability and a desire and a determination was enough to place me amongst the greats. And to have Pimp C and Bun B bring me into the fold, it was even better. So I opened up the conversation just to see the climate. I wanted to see the climate of the people. Frankie said, you must definitely, in the 3, Heezy, no explanations. Yeah, you really are a big deal. I've been listening to you since I was 14. Damn it, man, I like to hear that shit. My nigga say he been listening to me since he was 14. Now that's what I'm talking about. So in my city, there's a bunch of artists, and I know pretty much all of them from my era. And I have a lot of love and respect for them all. But there was something there that hindered us from moving forward. It could have been the lack of knowledge of the business. It could have been the lack of funds, the lack of resources. I don't know what it was. But it was something inside of me that drove me to push through, regardless of what I knew or what I didn't know or how much money I had at the time. I would speak to certain individuals and I would tell them I'm fixing to put this project out, and I'm gonna use my last X amount of dollars. I remember putting a project out, and it was the last $3,000 that I had to my name, and I was willing to use outside of my bill money. I was willing to use that entire $3,000 to make this come true. And I was speaking to some individuals that I knew, and I asked them, if you were in the position that I'm in, and this was your last $3,000, would you invest it in your music? Would you put out a mixtape with it? I don't remember how many people I asked that question, but 90% of them said they wouldn't dare. 90% of them said that they wouldn't even think like that. And that's what let me know to do the opposite. And so I put that tape out. I put that tape out retail ready, similar to this one, but it was shrink wrapped and ready to go. And retail ready is just something that's ready to hit the shelves in major stores. That's glass master. This is a glass master. And for those of you who don't know, a glass master and a replication and a duplication, they're all different. Reason being, um, what about now? Can you hear me now? I took a call. Can you hear me now? I had to take a call, but I'm back. Let me know if it's still muted. Oh, now I can hear you. Okay, what I was saying was the difference between the two is one is a duplication CD. It's like just a burn CD. Low level quality, won't last, get scratched quick, get damaged quick. You see, it's more green. But then you go to replication. You see how clear it is? This is a retail ready CD. A whole different process when you put in the music in it. The music is put into this CD and it's made by beads, but that's over your head. No need to really get off into that. But basically what I was saying was my first mixtape, I only had a budget of $3,000 to put into that mixtape. And I asked individuals around me would they do that with their money. And like I said, 90% of the people were like, I wouldn't dare. Well, I did. You know what I mean? I did. And that was like early 2000. And thousands of copies of that CD went out. Thousands. And that's just one. That's just one CD. How many times it got duplicated, I don't know. But the copies that I put out is upward around 3,000 or 4,000 copies. That's just of that CD. I did a CD before that it was duplication. It was the songs that I recorded at DMD Studio, and they had no direction or no real identity. Let me see. I honestly don't think I would have to put up that much bread not knowing the outcome. Okay, I honestly don't think I would have. Okay, yeah. I didn't know the income, I mean the outcome of it. I just I had to do it. It was almost like a now or never type feeling, you know? It's either you're gonna do it now or just never. You know what I mean? Cause I stopped rapping for like 7 years. I just kind of like gave up, like, man, fuck that shit. But then my brother told me while I was visiting him in prison, you losing yourself, dog. Like, you out fucking around in the streets, that ain't even who you is. You a fucking rapper, nigga. Remember who you are. You a rapper, nigga. And that shit resonated with me, man. And I started back. So the CD I put out before the Retail Ready CD, it was just a CD self-titled Hezeleo. I spent about $1,500 putting that out. Photo shoots, tipping the engineer for studio time, buying a couple of beats here and there, and pressing up the actual CD. So I spent about $1,500 on that one altogether. Now, that one featured a song that landed on the radio. Let me see. You had faith and confidence in yourself. That's why you did it. You knew it would be prosperous. Prosperity, maybe in the future, but building a base, letting people know that, hey, I'm here. I'm Hezeleo. You know what I'm saying? Fool with me because you're cool with me. I think it was more of that. I think it was more of that. And so that first CD that I put out, it was a promo CD, but I would sell it too, you know. And I would give a whole bunch away. I'm talking about thousands, maybe. So the second one was about 3,500 to 4,000 copies. The first one, I had to put about 6,000 copies in the streets, from Houston to Galveston to Louisiana, the Golden Triangle, Dallas, just multiple places. And like I said, that one I was doing a whole bunch of giveaway. And the reason I did that one was I was in Hiroshima, which was DMD Studio, co-owned by my friend Jay Will, R.I.P. We were shaking the rust off recording songs of mine. These songs had no identity, they had no direction. We was just recording, you know? And when he died, I remember him telling me, if all else fails, put your music out. Let me see. Let me see what my nigga said. Look at the outcome. You really a boss, Heezy, giving out real game. Hey, I appreciate that. So basically, when he died, I didn't know what to do. So I took the songs that I had and I was thinking, put your music out if all else fails. I recorded all that music. We spent all that time doing it. I put it out. And I circulated it, I'm talking about for probably about a year. Kappa Beach parties, Austin, Texas relays, just all kind of different events. I put it out, you know? And I didn't know what that was gonna do. But something happened. Something miraculous happened. One of the songs on the CD landed on the radio. One of the songs landed on the radio. let me see. If you had a CD, would you give it to someone just to take it back and then hand it to someone else just for them to hand it back to you and throw it away? You're just talking. Like, grow the fuck up, bitch nigga. OG Swang down, man. I'm reminiscing, man, and just going down through there. I made a post yesterday about the big three out of my city, and it ruffles some feathers. Some people disagree, and they have a right to. But it's just so much history unto what I'm saying that if they really look deep at what I'm saying, they would have to agree. And why they would have to agree is because the proof is in the pudding. We can't just go off of emotion. We can't just have no emotional intelligence and say, oh, nah, my homeboy should be in the big three because he my homeboy. We talking about qualifications. Niggas that put in major work. You see? So back to what I was saying. The first CD put about 6,000 copies in the streets. Didn't know where to go from there. Was probably gonna take a step back and just chill. I don't know what I was gonna do. Triple C Treehouse, what's up with it? And so before I realized what was my next move, I got a call from the radio station. They were taking one of my songs and entering it into a contest, which gave me some major local exposure. I'm walking down I was on the seawall in Port Arthur. If you ever visit Port Arthur, please go to the seawall. You enjoy it. Basically what it is, it's a 2-mile strip of raised land. To the left, you can see the water and the bridge that goes across the pier. And it's a 2-mile strip of road. You can run, you can walk, you can jog, you can sit on the rocks and just chill, you know? Let me see, who else was in the contest? In the beginning, it was me and a few people. But it wound up being, in the finals, me and a guy named Abstract. I didn't think his song was better than mine, quality-wise, but his song was more political than mine. So my song was more of a street party record, ride record, with high clarity, recorded in a great studio. Everything was mixed well. Everything about my song was just, you know what I'm saying, impeccable. But it wasn't intended for, it was almost like he designed his record for that contest. And the reason why I say that is, what's up, he's in the chats? Oh, everything good, everything good. So the reason why I say he kind of designed his song for the contest was because his song depicted a lot of local businesses, schools, streets. He did a political move, you dig? And so my song wasn't even intended for the contest, so I didn't even know that it was gonna wind up in the contest. My song was just basically a street record, you know? But those two songs wound up in the finals, and they wound up battling each other for weeks. And because they were on the airwaves for weeks, it kind of false started my artistry in the right direction. What happened next, I wasn't really ready for that. You dig? I was not thinking, oh, it's time to put out another project. Like, no, because I just put out this one project and I gave 75% of it away. And while trying to promote that project, let me see. My song was called Lax and Benz. It's on Bandcamp. And if you listen to it today, my song basically sounds like it was recorded yesterday. It was all about quality. You know, I never wanted no fuzzy bullshit. I needed quality. If you were gonna compete, you had to just step over everybody who was recording in the restroom, who sounded like they were recording in the restroom. So I had to seek out the engineers that really could give us that quality. Let me see. Yeah, and what I did was I featured guys that I was dealing with on the song. Like the guy who produced the song, he wound up being on it. My nigga TJ McGirt, which he was my right hand man, so naturally he was gonna be on it. And I, gave opportunity to a couple other people. But that song was called Lax and Benz. It's on Bandcamp, and it may be on all other platforms. I don't remember, but it's possible. And so what happened after that, it kind of false started my career because I started hearing something I never heard before from the community. They were saying my name on the radio. They coined the name the Iron Lion, It was a lady named, what was her name? She wound up dying. She was a younger, pretty Adrian Scott. I think her name was Adrian Scott. She was a younger, pretty lady, and she worked for the radio station. She was like the assistant program director, but she wound up dying a few years back. And so when she was announcing the competitors, she called the guy's name Abstract with the song he had, and then she said, Hezeleo, the Iron Lion, progresses to the next round. And when she said that, I would go to the convenience store, I would go to the grocery store, people would walk up, Big Iron Lion, huh? Big Iron Lion, what? So getting all that airplay and promotion, it started putting me in demand. It started putting me in demand. And then I started to hear, when is the album coming out? I wasn't working on an album. But I started hearing that way too much. When you dropping the album? When you dropping the album? I'm like, what the fuck? So I went to Houston and started to inquire about releasing music retail ready, because I didn't want to drop another Burn CD. I didn't want to drop another one of these. So I went to Houston and I started asking questions. I started running into underground artists. Like 409 compared to 713 is total different. When you leave PA, Beaumont Orange, and you go 90 miles to Houston, those artists were on a totally different frequency. They were already buying thousands and thousands of copies of their own CDs, getting them distributed to all the mom and pop stores, the Sam Goodies, the Hastings. Like, they were already so far ahead of us, like you couldn't even imagine. And so I thought to myself, the allies that I need are right here 90 miles up the street. I'm not in competition with nobody, but for me to be competitive, I need to mingle with the eagles. You dig? I don't need to peck with the chickens and think, oh, I'm really doing something, because the chickens ain't doing nothing. Go rub shoulders with these fucking eagles and step your game up. So while I was out there rubbing shoulders with these guys, let me see, you got to the gym, He's? Yeah, I'm gonna make it to that gym in a minute. I got some gear I need to mail off. I gotta box up some hats and some other stuff. I need to get to the post office and find some stuff that got lost, pay a few bills, and then I'll be fucking around at the gym. So long story short, aligning myself with these guys in H-Town, I was asking a lot of questions. And I remember bumping into one guy, his name was Peter Roll. And I asked him about the volume of music that he sell. And he told me he would press up so many. And he wasn't really super known, you know what I mean? He was really, really underground. But he had thousands of copies of his units. I say, man, I need to step my fucking game up. He told me where to go. I went to a couple of places, got some quotes. Guy told me, okay, boom, I'll do you $1 per CD, retail ready. $1 per CD, retail ready. Now, I was getting charged $2 for a fucking burn CD. So you telling me that a nigga finna give me this kind of CD, retail ready, for $1 a copy, but you gotta buy 1,000 at a time. No big deal. I got the information, understood what I needed to do. Now I need to go get the product. Meaning I need to go record songs and come up with a quality project. I had an invitation to go to LA. It was a trip that I was supposed to take with my partner, Jay Will. He passed away. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna take the trip. But my guys was like, you still need to come. You still need to grind. You still need to work. You still need to push. So everything started coming together. What's up with it, April? Everything started coming together and people started demanding that I stay on course and I stay on task and I keep moving forward. Even though I didn't know what to do, people were just like, if I took a couple of steps, people would stand a few steps further than me and beckon for me to come even further. So every couple of steps I took, people would always tell me to keep coming further. So I flew to LA, and long story short, when I got to LA, they were showing me around. They were taking me to parties, taking me out to eat, this and that, this and that. But I didn't go there for that. I came to record and do some music. Long story short, my business back home had got broken into, had got robbed, and I was gonna be there 2 weeks, but I was gonna have to cut my trip short, and I hadn't got nothing recorded. So I was like mad. I was ramping and raging around the studio house, and I was telling everybody, man, I ain't come out here for no fucking games, lollygagging, playing, my nigga. I came out here, you know what I'm saying? And them niggas like, you want to record? You want to record? I'm like, yeah, nigga. So I started going to because they had about 4 studio rooms in this one. It was a house in West Hollywood. There was 4 studio rooms, and there were 4 different engineers. And I went in each studio room and dropped some kind of record. I went in one studio room and gave a porn nigga, this porn star nigga, I gave him a hook. I wrote a hook for him and sang it for him on a record he was making. Then I went to this other studio and dropped, which was the main studio, I dropped 3 written records. I dropped 3 songs that I actually wrote there by the pool, because they had a jacuzzi in the pool outside, and I'd sit by the jacuzzi in the pool to get inspired. And I wrote 3 actual records right there. But that wasn't enough. So I went to the last studio, which was my homeboy Beatmaster West, which is my motherfucking classmate from knee high, nigga. We was in elementary school together. Nah, not Brian Pumper. Nigga named Johnny, nigga named Johnny Deep. The nigga name was Johnny Deep. I didn't find out the nigga was a porn nigga until after we did the record. It was cool though, you know what I'm saying? And so I go to my partner studio, Beatmaster West. And so West like, man, we ain't gonna be able to get that many originals in, because you gotta catch a plane, you know what I'm saying, within a few hours, which was gonna be the next day. He said, but I got all these fucking new instrumentals. And I was thinking, there was a new dude out named Game. It was a new dude named 50 Cent, and they was doing this mixtape shit. And they were killing it, the mixtapes. So I said, you know what? I can put out a mixtape. And we recorded from like maybe 4:30 p.m. until about 4:30, 5:30 a.m. We took minimal breaks for Pop-Tarts, sodas, water, milk, whatever. We took minimal breaks to do that. But we did that, talked in the kitchen, came back in the room, and was recording. The crazy thing about it, all of those recordings, none of them were written. They were all freestyles. So that's why that first CD is called Dome Call. Dome is just basically saying your head. Dome Call, I'm just reciting shit out of my head. I'm freestyling. I didn't want to call it a freestyle tape to set myself apart from the Houston artists because I'm not from Houston. I'm from Port Arthur. So I do all these freestyles and shit. I don't know what's going to happen with it. I don't know if it's even good enough to do anything with it. But I do all these freestyles, and then I sign off and tell my niggas I got to go because, like I said, my situation was fucked up back home. I had to get back, you know what I mean? So I flew back home. And I dealt with that, police reports, all that type of shit. Boom, 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 boom. Now, my niggas mailed me 2 copies of this CD. They said, here's the raw stuff if you ever want to use it, which I have copies of it. But here's what we put together. And when I listened to it, I couldn't believe that I put that work together like that. And what they did with the editing and the mixing and the mastering, it was like, I got a project. I got a mixtape I can put out. So I took my last 3 racks, went to press, got the artwork done. It all was just a task and a hassle to get it all done. But once we got it all done, I was determined to get it in the hands of the people, to get it in stereos, to get it in cars. And I saturated my area, you know. I didn't have no stores selling it. Nobody could just go to a store and say, hey, give me this CD. You had to get it from me or you had to get it from one of my guys. And we stood there, man. I'm talking about on the corners, block for block, rock for rock, selling these motherfucking CDs. I was done with giving them away. That first CD that I gave away, damn near 75% of the copies, which was 75% of 6,000 copies, I was done with giving my work away. I was investing in myself, I was believing in myself, and I was determined to flip my money and make my money back so I can keep rotating and putting out music. I had no investors, no backers, no real help. And I just kept that rotation going. Just kept it going. That CD wound up getting about 3,500 to 4,000 copies in the streets. Guess what? Now it was time for another project. How did I know? The streets. The streets began to tell me, man, we fucked with that first one, but what else you got? We want to hear some other people on there too. You know what I'm saying? So all I did was just listen to the streets and I understood what I needed to do. So I went to the hood and I grabbed different individuals, up and coming youngsters who've never been heard before, never had any exposure. And I put all these people in the studio with me. Some of these people, it was their first time ever recording in a real studio. And I put that one out. That one was even better. So the first one is called Dome Call Volume 1. If you go to Port Arthur still to this day, if JJ's Pool Hall still open or in existence, you can go into JJ's Pool Hall still to this day and go to the jukebox. You're going to see at least 3-4 of my CDs in the jukebox. You're going to see Dome Call Volume 1, Dome Call Volume 2, The Triangle, and I think Block Stars may be in there. But the first CD went out by 3,500 copies. The second CD went out about 4,000 or better. That one was so good that here recently, a few years ago, me and DJ Chuck T redid that one and redistributed it digitally. We put out some physical copies, but CDs were kind of like dying out. So I think we put out maybe like 3,000 more copies. So that CD has about close to 8,000 copies in the streets. But it's also now available digitally. You can get it at Bandcamp. So those were my first two mixtapes. We're talking about an independent, no knowledge, no backer, just an individual who's just determined. But look at those numbers I'm talking about. The first one, 6,000. The second one, 3,500. The third one, as of today, probably about 8,000. What happens after that? In between that time, I connected with Pimp C's mother. Well, managing me, introducing me to more resources and more people, I was offered a deal, but I turned it down. I wanted to see what Pimp was talking about, plus the deal wasn't worth taking. So in 2005, Pimp came home. And when he came home, we talked about doing a project, but I hadn't moved off the mixtape game. I still was on the original songs, but I hadn't moved away from the mixtape game. I was wanting to put out an original project, but I still was thinking I need to make more people aware of who I was before I just put out a full original project, like an album. So I told Pimp I wanted to do a mixtape. It was going to be my third mixtape. He really wasn't on the mixtape game because he had been in prison when that had started. You did? So by this time, I'm getting calls from DJs. I'm getting calls from DJs from all over. Miami, Boston, Texas. Like, just, I'm getting calls from all kind of DJs. Then I get down with a DJ crew that's connected to thousands of DJs. So now I'm doing DJ calls, I'm doing DJ drops, I'm doing mixtape songs. The shit is starting to roll. Now I'm starting to get booked again. You did? Starting to get booked again. Then my homeboy does a song called Showstopper. Bun coming cameo in the video. The song goes on the radio. The song gets us in different clubs. It's a booty shaker song for the girls. So it was growing legs. We was performing with Lil Flip, Big Pokey, anybody you can name. You did? So now I got these mixtapes. I got this song that's doing something that's original. And now it's Pimp is home. And we're about to do a mixtape. We're about to do an original song. So he give me the classic fucking record that still streams to this day, bigger and better than any song I have. He give me the gift of the song Bought a Cadillac. If you listen to this song still to this day, it look like and sound like that it was recorded yesterday again. Quality. This song is still streaming heavily today. And he gave me that song in 2006, you know? How many years is that? All you little clown trolls in here, I don't give a fuck what you're saying, but show me if you know how to do some math. He gave me that song in 2006, and we're in 2024. How many years is that? Huh? 18? Yeah. Yeah, we got somebody in here who's smart. I don't want to hear no motherfucking answer after that because you motherfuckers on your fingers and toes and you motherfuckers got a calculator and you motherfuckers trying to copy off Denise's D. 18 years. Dog, I'm not even going to continue because the proof is in the pudding. But I said what I said, nigga. The big three out of PA is UGK, DMD, and motherfucking Hezeleo. If you got a rich ass history like I just kind of went through for a little bit, yeah, okay. But do the people know? Is it concrete evidence? Are you known in these different little towns and cities? Do niggas still, years later, say your motherfucking name and salute you? Huh? Nigga, I can go somewhere anywhere in Texas at this time with gray in my beard and somebody gonna say, nigga, that's Hezeleo. Nigga, I be denying that I'm me. Nigga, I walked away from the motherfucking fame game. You hear me? I walked away from the fame game. I did one of the biggest shows I ever done before in life. Got paid the most money I ever got paid before in life in 15 minutes. Nigga paid me so good and told me I ain't even have to finish my show. Let me show you. You think I'm lying, goddammit. Let me show you something. Ran out of motherfucking lip gloss. Nah. Let me show you something. I want y'all to hear this. This was a show we was booked in Mississippi. Shout out to Al Herring, NBA nigga. He bring this part of Mississippi performances every year. This is his way of giving back. And by way of another homie who used to book us for different things, he booked this show for us. But listen to this. Not that.
You see sounds in here.
You hear that?
I'm gonna leave it here. No, man. One for the money. Hey, for the choppers. Hey, money, cars, and clothes.
This is a packed show. But the part that I want you to hear, I'm looking for it now. They basically tell me before my set is over that we're gonna have to cut you off. Now here's the thing. I've already been paid. I got the front end and I got the back end. Now you cutting my show off. I'm not really tripping, but let me see if this is right here.
What's up, baby?
Listen.
All them sexy ladies that make some noise. If you sexy, you know it. Some noise, ladies. Don't cut us out.
They gonna cut us off. I'm a trio nigga. You gotta cut my shit off. Watch, listen, nigga. Listen. I love that shit. So, when I walked away, I didn't walk away at the bottom. I didn't walk away at, oh, it's over, it's silent. Nigga, I walked away on top. I didn't tell nobody, but in my mind, I knew I was gonna have to. Because the game is strange. The game is very strange. I told Bun, I said, you know what? I said, I've been doing this shit year after year, taking no breaks. I said, I'm gonna step away, but I haven't told nobody. But I wanna do this song that I told you I wanted to do. And so Bun said, yeah, we gonna do the song. And we did it. And I released it. So when we did it and I released it, nobody knew it. I walked away. And this is the song. Called Gots to Be Trill. Quality, nigga.
You got to be Triller in the villa of the killers. The real cap pillars, yeah, them damn hard hitters. You got to be Trill in the villa of the killers. The real cap pillars, yeah, them damn wig splitters. You got to be Triller in the villa of the killers. The real cap pillars, yeah, them damn hard hitters. Boy, you soft as a titty. You faking the funk. Around the crowd, you a cheat. But you know you a punk. Pulling pistols, shit talking, but you bust in the air. Drill niggas see your ass and they don't really care. Because they know sooner or later they gon' bust your head. With all that beef and fly talk, I hope your ass prepared. I know that you're scared. You probably sleeping under your bed. If you can bypass them laws, you would call them feds. A little town with big nuts. Yeah, bum was in line. That's why you always hear about how them bullets be flying. Certain niggas will let you make it, and some gonna take it. But the ones that I know gonna shake it and bake it. Eat your ass up. Opposite of that cold. I know it's hot dying here, but our hearts them froze. The story get told. Yeah, they say that boy got drove. Took his motherfucking dope and filled his ass with hoes. Real in the villa of the killers. The real cap killers, yeah, them damn wig splitters. You got to be Triller in the villa of the killers. The real cap killers, yeah, them damn hard hitters. You got to be Trill in the villa of the killers. The real cap killers, yeah, them damn wig splitters. You got to be Triller in the villa of the killers. The real cap killers, yeah, them damn hard hitters. Well, if you don't know where I'm from, I'm about to educate you. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, where they make us Triller by nature. The boys wanna be like you and they can't, so they hate you till we eat your whole lunch. And zap you with the plate.
You better recognize.
How we move in PAT. So show respect when you come around the PAG. Cause if you ain't prepared for how gangster the PAB, then they gon' find your ass thinking.
R.I.P. Pimp C. Y'all get the picture. So after that, I got a GED. I went to college. Then I got a CDL license. And I said, I'm gonna get the experience I need. Then I'm gonna buy my own truck. And before motherfuckers knew it, I worked my plan. I walked away, didn't tell nobody nothing. Went, got my CDL, worked for a company 17 months, worked for my homeboy for a month and a half. Then I bought my own truck. Once I started making the type of money I needed to make, I started back doing my music. Motherfuckers didn't even know I left. You hear me? Motherfuckers didn't even know I left, and I'm gonna tell you why. I had enough fucking videos and songs and music that motherfuckers thought I was still just putting out music. Nigga, I was just putting out shit off my hard drive. Come on, man, you know what I say? Nigga, I was just putting out shit off my hard drive. And I stopped shooting videos. I ain't tell nobody. I just stopped shooting videos. Why? Because I had enough already. I had enough shit piled up that I just whoop, 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 whoop. I'm dropping shit, whoop, and I'm on the goddamn truck. On the road again. It's just me and my trusted friend. On the road again. I did why? You know what I mean? Dumb nigga, nigga. You know? Then I buy my truck. Boom. Now I'm making all this goddamn money. So now I'm dropping shit left and right. Now I'm throwing curveballs on niggas. Foop. Nigga, I'm shooting videos for my son. Nigga, I'm putting out new gear back to back. Nigga, I'm putting out quiet. Nigga, I ain't never fucking fell off. Kind of look like 50 Cent right there. Come on, man. Get rich or die trying. Nigga, I ain't never stopped, nigga. I ain't never quit, nigga. Check the fucking year. Year after fucking year after fucking year. Nigga dropping shit. Whether it's motherfucking clothes songs, whether it's my motherfucking son songs, nigga, I'm dropping shit back to back. Nigga, I've been one of the most trillest, consistentest motherfuckers you could ever think of. So when I say motherfuck the big three, it's just UGK, DMD, and Hezeleo. Nigga, I said that shit with a passion and meant that shit, nigga. said that shit and meant that shit. So if you got a nigga with a rich ass history like that, tell that nigga. Pop out. Kendrick say sometime you gotta pop out and show niggas. Oh, I'm using the camera as a mirror. Shoot on me. I'm using the camera as a mirror. Come on, man. Using my camera as a mirror, man. Multitasking. Multitasking, motherfucker. Like, I got shit to do. I ain't got time to get up from here. Listen, I ain't got time to get up from here and go in the restroom and do this shit. And when I get up from here, I gotta go to the post office. Then I gotta go to the goddamn gym. Then I got so much motherfucking shit to do, nigga. I'm about to brush my teeth. I'm about to brush my teeth on this motherfucking live, nigga. What you talking about? Nah, the hair don't go nowhere. The hair go inside of here. And I got a new one. Fuck what you talking about. I can't live without this shit, nigga. I'm addicted to this shit. I love this shit. Came for the troll, stayed to show my respect. Well, real is real, my nigga. Real is real. Man, this chair is solid wood. This ain't no, listen, this ain't no bullshit. This shit solid wood. I paid a gang of money for this chair before I ever got a YouTube check. You hear me? I paid a gang of money for this chair before I ever got one YouTube check. It's only right that a king has a crown and a throne. It's only right. But I just wanted to come through and pop my shit for a minute. King of where? King of random. King of what? Or king of where? King of random. Every man is a king. Every real man is a king who shall have a queen to treat him as such. Anything else would be uncivilized. Just asking what's up with you and 17. We good. I'm done with all that. I ain't mad at nobody no more, you know? Even when I say I got some shit to talk about Corey Moe, man, I'm not mad at nobody, my nigga. My life good than a motherfucker. You see how fat I am? Nigga, my life good than a bitch. Nigga, I got 5 fucking cars to drive and a goddamn 18-wheeler. Huh? Nigga, I got an icebox full of motherfucking food, 2-3 places to lay my head. Nigga, I got 2-3 businesses and shit like that. I get a bunch of Castle Great School all throughout the week, all throughout the night, and I get a bunch of Kagogi. And look, I get that Kagogi wet, and I live like a king. So what is there to be mad for? I have a catalog of music that still streams to this day. I have favorite songs of my own. Here's one of my favorite songs. I don't know if you like it. This is one of my favorite songs. And I've created so many of these songs, but this is one of my favorite. Let's see if you like it.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Mr. Fleetwood Broham, y'all know who I am. Sliding with a thick, fine yellow with that fat ham. My player partner seen that hoe, that boy holler, goddamn. Calm down, nigga, I got that twerking ass bitch off Instagram. Player made, ball fade, coupe de deal or the Escalade. Sunbeam down on Trill Shade, boy, I'm sharp as a razor blade. Bingo long track and motorcade. Billy Deep, nigga, modern day. Swing a slap presidential way. Big old flow like it's cavalcade. And I'm looking for a dollar.
Come on, my nigga. What is there to be mad for? You know? So no, 17 and I have no quarrel. Bygones are bygones. There's not one person on earth that I feel some kind of way about. What is the name of that? That song is called Still Choppin' by Hezeleo. Who is Hezeleo? Me. Now this song,
What if you could upload one mini AI
This song-
book onto Amazon that could replace your
this song is near and dear to my heart. I want you to listen a little bit. This is my true feelings and story. Listen.
There goes inflation, and the devil keep on tempting me and testing my patience. Lost the best friend I had, and I lost my girl. Both not coming back, and one left the world. On this rate, his life was hard. Was my older blood brother died in my mama arms. I wish he knew how much we loved him. And these niggas trying to block like my agenda is wrong. I just been through some shit. Now it's time to get it on. And my tree alive, homie. R.I.P. Pimp C. Man, I still can't believe that we lost my G. I hit a solid brick wall without a chisel or a hammer. And my nigga cartel then went back to the slammer.
Man. This song is so incredible that it goes over a lot of people's head. I'm taking my real life struggles, losses, pain. This is not just music. This is therapy. I'm talking about losing my brother who died in my mother's arms. I'm talking about going through a time when I'm taking all these losses and I do a life inventory and I say, at least I got my woman, my children. And then my woman tell me, bye, and she leave me too. I'm talking about my homeboy dying. I'm talking about all these losses and this pain. But there's 3 D's you miss in this song. There's 3 D's that's inside of this song that you miss. I'm placing affirmation in my music to remind me to not give up, even though I'm going through all this shit. I'm giving myself daily reminders, as you should need too, while I'm going through all this shit, my nigga. Listen to this hook. Desire, determination, and dedication. I put 3 D's in there. In that one verse, there's over 3 deaths. After this song, I lose my mother. We lose Pimp C's mother.
Stayed down, that's how I came up. I got a foot in the door. I know it took me a while. I've been doing this music thing since I was a little child. I had love for it then. I hope to find it again. Sick and tired of snake niggas trying to fake like friends. She wanna have my kids. He wanna split my wig. But I'm built for this shit. Yeah, the shits I'm with. I got a lot of obligations. I got mouths to feed. Don't need another grown nigga trying to count my G's. Watching motherfuckers better get they own. If they knew like I do, they would leave me alone. We all know that they wrong, but I'm way too strong. I hear this voice up in my head telling me flame on.
Hey, man. It is what it is, my nigga. I thank God for the ability. I thank God for the rich history. I thank God for you guys that fool with me, because y'all cool with me, and everybody over the years that have just, you know what I'm saying, stayed down, man, and watched the process. We lost a lot of people. Here recently, one of the biggest supporters I ever seen was a female named Karina. She came by way of Facebook, but she always made sure to inbox and tell me how much she had love for UGK, Pimp C, Bun B, and myself. She made sure to try and order all the Trill gear she could, from jackets to hats to slides, every CD, everything, the books, just everything. And here recently, her husband, he let us know that she passed away. And there's countless amount of people like that that's been a part of this journey that I gotta keep standing firm. I gotta stay Trill and keep pushing, regardless of what capacity that it's in. If it's me behind the mic or if it's me behind the cameras, whatever it is, keep progressing and help the youth. Give them direction, give them resources, give them guidance. I have a purpose. I have a purpose. So when you come to this channel, don't think that you're just coming to hear some older gentleman talk crazy and say, come on, man. Know what I mean? Don't think you're just hearing that. What's up with it? Appreciate you for becoming a member. Royalty. Appreciate you. So don't think you're just coming to this channel to perpetuate an older gentleman that's just childish and immature. It's not the case. There's a method to the madness. There's a rich history to it all. Journey and Karina. Journey well, my bad. Yeah, R.I.P. to Karina. Thank you for all the love. Major love. For years. You know, there's one individual that's been trolling me for 18 years. And it don't really bother me. It make me wonder, like, what kind of mental capacity does this person have to want to troll somebody for 18 years? But that all gets swept away when I think about the people who have been supporting me for that amount of time and longer. There are people been supporting me for over 2 decades. There are people who celebrate when they see me. So I could never focus too much on the trolls and the haters. Because in real life, y'all are very minuscule. This is the trolls and the haters, and this is the love. It overshadows and it overpowers. Thanking God to be in the position I am in life, I hope to inspire, encourage, and keep being a creator. I love creating. There's nothing I can do about it. You're not gonna get to, when you're a creator, you're not gonna get to a certain age and say, oh, I'm gonna just stop being creative. You're gonna even get more creative. So right now, there's a bunch of more creativity that's gonna come from me, Gospel Life, and I want y'all to hang in there. This is the hub. What do you do if a girl ghosts you? Leave her alone. If a girl ghosts you, leave her alone. But this is the hub to come and communicate and hear about what's happening first, get interviews, get cockamamie, get recognized, and all that. And I thank y'all for giving me a YouTube community. And for those of you who've never heard my music, you can find it on all digital platforms. All you got to do is type in Hezeleo, Hezeleo. Or you can go to my Bandcamp, which is a very personal and intimate way to get my music. You can write me little notes. Now, I don't need none of you confused little boys playing big butt games writing me a motherfucking thing. But you can write me little notes there. Give me suggestions. Tell me you appreciate it. And I can write you back. But feel free to find me wherever you like. Have you got a job? I have multiple jobs. I have multiple jobs. Yeah, I get it, April. I do get it. But everybody make the world go round. And I've enjoyed my time with y'all this morning. I got a gang of things to do. So I better get started. Zay Sanchez, I'm working on your pack right now as we speak. But I got a gang of hats to get off, t-shirts and things like that. So I appreciate y'all time. So you don't have a job? No, I don't have a job. Why? Why are you worried if I have a job or not? Are you like the unemployment office? Like, do you want to give me a job? Like, what's your concern if I have a job or not? Like, do you want me to take you on a date and you think I can't afford it? Like, well, why are you asking, do I have a job or not? Like, why is that your concern? How would that help you in life if I had a job or not? I'll give you a job. I like making money. Let me hear about your job. Let's see if it's something that fits into my schedule. I can give you a job. April say you're gonna give him a job being a cyborg, motherfucker. Trolling ass motherfucker. What kind of job you gonna give me? Come on. It's the last thing I'm gonna let you say. We finna go. Grab free lunch. Triller the sandwich killer. Where you get that from? Hey, I like that. Triller the sandwich killer. That's your name? That's what you go as, Triller the sandwich killer? I ain't had a sandwich in a long time. I'm a pimp, so take a guess what job I'll give you. Well, I'm gonna give you a job. I'm gonna send you to the metaverse and you're gonna have to work to get up out that motherfucker. Bye. The fuck on, nigga. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming through and fool with me because y'all cool with me, know what I'm talking about? But it's your player partner, Hezeleo, man. I gotta get to the real world and get out the metaverse. Got shit to do, know what I'm talking about?